Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how to automate our social media posting and make a simpler life for ourselves. Without any delay, let's get into the video. I use Power Automate to automate all my flows regarding social media, including blog posts I like online, my own blog posts being shared into social media, see what tweets I've received and directly have them on a Trello board so I can answer them. And last but not least, also automate YouTube videos from people that I like or my own videos being shared on social media. Let's create then one flow. The thing that you need to do is actually go to this create. You can use automate cloud flows that basically will be triggers online, or if you want to do a click or schedule, there you have a desktop application. Those are all options that you will have to actually initiate a Power Automate flow. Let's start with an automated flow from a trigger on the web. You will see this prompt when you can actually add a flow name. You can also add a trigger, but I will actually just skip this and go to the main flow. What are triggers? Triggers are things that actually initiate a Power Automate flow. They can be multiple things, emails that you receive, messages that you receive. In general, it can be anything that is an initiating cause for your Power Automate flow. Let's start using, for example, Twitter post. So when somebody actually posts a new tweet, we will be able to initiate a new flow. Let's say in this case, it's going to be from my own username, being that username Canicoti. Now that we have our trigger, let's do a very simple new step. Like, for example, you share in LinkedIn. LinkedIn has an action that allows you to share an article. It requires a content URL. We can actually add this, like the URL from our tweet. You can actually search in this dynamic content and just copy that media URL here. Do you want it to be visible to anybody on the internet? Let's say yes. And like, for example, we can add a text. And let's just say that this is going to be the same tweet text. Then we can actually save. And that's all. Now whenever we post into our Twitter account, that will be shared directly into our LinkedIn account. We could do more complex stuff, like for example, add some logic. This can be done by the control. This just allows you to have multiple steps and multiple places on how to do stuff. So like conditions, like what happened if a value is equal to something. What happens if the answer is yes? What happens if the answer is no? And we can continue growing and growing this as much as we want. I leave it up to you to whatever you would like to do with this. For now, I'm just going to delete it and save our simple flow. If you go back, you will see the details of your flow, and you will also see a history of the runs. If you go back to my flows, you will see how that flow is already there, and it will run whenever actually a new tweet actually happens. This is just an example. You can find a lot of other connectors, and there's endless possibilities with them. You have Twitter, you have RSS, you have GitHub, YouTube, Slack, Google Drive, you name it. There's endless possibilities to actually automate things. Let's now try to create a new tweet and see our flow actually working. So let's create a tweet in my own account and say on some automation. And let's tweet this. This is already on my Twitter account. We can go to our flow because it might take a little bit of time to run. And we can press the edit button just to actually try a test that everything is working as we expect. So you can create a manual, test, and this will run our flow. You can now see that our flow has run. It has taken 2 seconds to actually share something in LinkedIn. And if we go to LinkedIn, we can see on our notifications, there's a new post being shared. And you have your awesome automation running there. And that's all for today. Please like, subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments below. See you next time.